Alright, so what I want to talk about today is how no one is going to save you, right? Like, back then, I always used to, count on somebody or something, or like my mom or something, to save me, to help me get back on track. And as you grow up, you realize that you have that resource less and less. And then when you become an adult, you're pretty much all by yourself, right? Everything that you do in your life, it counts up to you. Every consequence, every action, and you are so used to the fact that that you can blame other people, that you can blame your situations on other, events. But what about if you just took responsibility for it, right? Everything you want in life, right? The most common answer is to be rich. Everything you want in life is right in front of you. It's actually crazy. Everything you want to achieve is right there. You just need to find the care to execute. Like, if you want to be a millionaire, all you need to do, just simplify it. Be stupid about it. Is just make more money and keep more money, right? Boom, there's the answer. Oh, and I know it sounds stupid, and I'm not a millionaire, so I can't really speak for it. But I'm just using it as an example. You can literally just start figuring out, hey, how do I keep more money? How do I spend less money? How do I make more money? What can I do, right? And then you start to physically write these things. You start to physically figure it out. And boom, the answer is right there. That's all you needed to do. Same thing with, for me, it's this YouTube channel, right? I want to have a popular YouTube channel. I want to have a business from this YouTube channel one day. If you're telling me my answer is to create content and create good thumbnails, there it is. That's all I really had to do. Just create more content, be more consistent, and the answer is right there. That's all I really had to do. But yeah, that's the first thing, right? With no one coming to save you. The answer to all your problems are usually right in front of you. You just need to look. Like, it sounds cheesy, but you just need to look in the right place and you have the answer. Have a notebook. Get a notebook and actually write down your problems. You're going to find the solutions that way. I don't know what it is about the mental part of it, but when you have your answer, when you have a visual representation of your problems, you usually can see the answer. And it sounds crazy, but try it. I used to do it with my anxiety a lot. But like I said, chances are you were raised getting told that it's not your fault, that this, and this happened, that the government is the reason you're not rich, that you're poor, you were born poor, so you're meant to be poor. Nah, man. You were raised getting taught those things, but that is actually not the case. Something I really appreciate my mom for is, just because you come from somewhere, it doesn't mean that's the person you are. And she always told me that, because I come from pretty much negative nothing, the hood, right? I'm in the military now, and I'm in these barracks, and I'm happy, bro. I got my own spot. I'm very grateful as a person. But yeah, they don't let your environment, unless it's a good environment, don't let your bad environment define you, right? Don't make an excuse that, oh, I'm from bad, so I learned these bad habits, so I'm gonna continue them. Nah, bro. Literally, don't even use that as an excuse. Stop doing that. That's so dumb. Just because you were raised getting taught certain things, it doesn't mean that it's always right. And chances are, if you were born from a poor family and your family's still poor, chances are you don't want to look to them for financial answers. If you were born from a family that has bad eating habits and you want to get fit, chances are you probably don't want to talk to your family about the eating habits and stuff like that. So don't look to people that are close to you for the answers all the time, because sometimes they don't have the answer. Even if they act like they do, even if they seem like they do, don't always just go to them for the answer. Look to people that have actually accomplished these things for that answer. You know what I mean? And like I said, going back to, what if you just did exactly the task you said you'd do, right? So you figured it out, all right, I need to do this, this, and this to become successful at this, right? You write it down. Please write it down, right? Because it's more visual. You wrote it down, and now it's all right, now I just need to execute. Don't make this crazy master plan and not execute. Actually go and follow the plan, right? I want to use a great example. Becoming a streamer, right? Okay, I want to be a streamer. All I need to do is stream 5 days a week for 2 hours a night, and then I need to make hella clips while I'm streaming, and then post those on TikTok and pay editors to post my clips so that I could get more engagement, right? Boom! That is a master plan right there. Like, I wrote that plan down once, and I never executed, obviously, but let's say you executed on that. You stream for 2 hours every day. You start making these clips on 5 different TikTok channels because you're obsessed with your craft, and then you're paying 3 other clippers to upload your clips. 6 months to a year from now, you are a literal, like, you're gonna have progress. There's no way you don't have progress. You're going to have a stupid amount of progress, and that's all it comes down to. So yeah, like I said, what if you just did the exact task that you said you do? Create the plan. Create an organization. I used to say don't create a plan, but no, create the plan. But make sure execution is above everything. Make sure you are legitimately executing. So, and like I said, stop making excuses, start making solutions, right? Let's say, crap, I don't have the money to create the streaming setup, because there's going to be problems within the problems, right? You're going to be like, all right, I got to start streaming 5 days a week. Crap, I don't have streaming equipment. So write down, how do I get streaming equipment? I need money. All right, I'm going to get this job, and then I'm going to put all that money into streaming equipment. You don't even need much. You need a computer, a mic, and a camera, right? That's, to my knowledge, that's all you need. Actually execute on it. You get paid. Don't just use your money for stupid things. Actually take all that check, boom, put it in, right? And then just like start finding ways to make solutions. And please, like, I'm always gonna emphasize this, use a notebook, actually write it down. You're gonna find the solutions to your problems. So create a physical criteria, actually create solutions like dash, I don't have enough money, little arrow to the right, okay, make this amount of money, get the job to make this amount of money, and then continue streaming. Boom, done. There you go. You made the freaking solution. And then the last thing is to have isolation periods, right? I am not a condoner of isolating yourself for a long period of time, because that can mess your mental up, and your mental is very important. You need to have time with people, but you need to have isolation periods where you're like, all right, this month I'm gonna say no to every favor. I'm gonna say no to all my favors, and I'm just gonna lock in and grind this, and this, right? And you're gonna see how much time frees up, how much different things happen for you, just having isolation periods where you're just like, dang, I got all of this done. I was able to isolate myself and find this solution, find that solution, and literally just go crazy. So find isolation periods as well. The isolation periods have helped me a lot. Like, when I would isolate myself for a month, I'd be making 5-6 months of progress, because all I would have is my computer, my notebook, and me, and I'd just be grinding YouTube videos, and I ended up having a point where I made videos up to 4 months ahead of time, and that's because I was just isolating myself, obsessed with my craft. So have isolation periods. Right now I'm not in one. I'm trying to like get my mental back, but once I'm straight and I feel ready, I'm gonna get into the next isolation period. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Just remember, it's all up to you to make things happen. Make sure you grind. Do not give yourself an excuse to fail anymore, and just physically execute. That's all it's about. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.